So, what to talk about?
I pressed it out.
Okay,
Oh my god, okay.
so
right.
we go silence filming.
Okay.
Hello, we're here to talk to you about Bristol Hospital Education Service and what it's really like here, and to try and dispel the misconceptions. Jess, if you have to start us off.
So, in Bristol Hospitation, it's not actually a hospital. It's like a special school, like really normal, but you just got more support in classes and yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Bristol Hospital Education isn't like a hospital, even though it has a name in there. It's nothing like a hospital at
We're
all.
changing our names soon, so it's good.
They are changing their name, so the school is changing their name.
I just hope it ain't MR High School.
Hospital, you think of sick patients. Now, although some of us may have mental health issues,
Well, most of us, maybe. All of us.
some of us may have mental health issues,
Or being really ill.
we're not rabid, barbarian children who are going to murder people and commit such crimes. We're students that are struggling, and we've moved here and we're getting support from staff members and building confidence and the ability to cope with our issues.
And it's a really good school, to be honest. I've been here for like 8 months or so, but it's really good, and the support here is really, really good. And if you have any problems, they talk to one member of staff, and they're really supportive, and they help you the best they can. And it's a really laid back school, and yeah, it's really, yeah.
Unlike a normal school, this school, they actually notice subtle signs like a student with their head on the table.
Or they're really upset.
And a mainstream teacher would think, oh, that student's just being lazy. I'll give him a detention and that will sort it out. That will wipe away the cheekiness or the disrespect.
But
That's not it at all. The child may be depressed.
yeah, they know that you're really upset. They could just tell, even if you're not exactly crying, or they could tell if you're upset, and they cheer you up. They try to cheer you up, which is with me. It's very easy. They can cheer me up just like that, and yeah, they help us a lot and to deal with our problems and like help us with our work so we could do well in our like exams, because we're in year 11 now, and the support here is really, really good. And I wouldn't go back to my old school, to be honest, because in my old school it was really, really bad support, and it's just really crap, to be honest, to the extent I got kicked out, and I'm glad I got kicked out because the school's helped me so much, and yeah.
Being in a mainstream school with issues is, I shouldn't say with issues, with concerning issues may make it worse in such a mainstream school. They may give you damaging comments like, get out of it if you're depressed, or, oh, you're doing it for attention if you self-harm or take substance abuse.
But to be honest, like their school in mainstream, they're just like really bad, cause like when people say they're like really low or they have so high, they are not equipped to like to help us with that. And to be honest, it's just in my old school it was just really, really horrible, and they didn't support me that much as they could. Not because they didn't want to, it was just because they didn't know how to handle it. And they, to be honest, like bullying in like mainstream school, it's quite common to people obviously ending their lives because of it. And there's actually been a person in my school that's actually ended life because of bullying in my old school, and they didn't really sort it out. Like I used to get in trouble a lot because I used to swear at the person that was bullying me because they were saying the most hurtful things about the way I looked and about my self-harm. They used to make jokes out of it like it was some sort of like funny thing, and if I retaliated and swore at the person that was bullying me, then I just get sent out. I would get in trouble, which I didn't think was fair anyway, because I couldn't even have a chance to explain what was going on, and it was just, yeah, really hard, I guess.
My old school was awful. I also had to deal with bullying. First it was about my jaw, which is the exact same way now. They used to call me Longchin. That was the comment that I would receive. Then, that carried on for about 2 years. Then, it started because I was gay. Comments like, oh, do I think you're, am I interested in this, that and the other cow fat person? Do I find them hot? Kicking my chair, chucking pencils at me, multiple instances of abuse, abuse. A mainstream school is really damaging, like I've stated before. And I'm glad I got out of there when I did, or else I probably would not be here talking to you right now.
Yeah, because this mainstream are just so horrible and just disgusting. Because I used to get bullied a lot. I've got a hair pull condition. It's trichotillomania. It's OCD hair pulling, and they used to make funny jokes at it. Which this one that they did to me, they said to me, was really horrible. They said, "Oh, you've got cancer. Your hair's falling out and everything," and stuff like that used to really set me off and get me upset. Because I tried to explain. And like a couple of months ago, I uploaded a video about my story of trichotillomania, and one of the bullies that bullied me a lot about it, he decided to send me a private message saying, "Oh, you only pull your hair out for attention, you're this and that," and he used to bully me a lot, and even if I walk past him now, he just calls me Goldilocks or just a classic stuff say to me, and it's just really hurtful because I have done nothing to them, and they think it's funny to just make fun of the way I am or the way I look, and I'm glad I'm here to be honest, because of bullying, I've not been bullied once. The school's so supportive, and because we all got problems, and because we have problems, we know how each other's feeling, and we can relate to people's problems, and it's easier to come here because you're not going to get judged at all, or yeah, it's really good here.
I'm being investigated for autism. I think they think it. Actually, I think it's a form of autism. At first, they thought it was Asperger's, but I mean, in the diagnosis, I thought the diagnosis woman was quite insensitive. She gave me something. It's just the way that she said it. Actually, oh, you fit the criteria. Oh, you didn't fit enough of the criteria on the checkboxes. Basically, it was like little tick boxes, that sort of thing. The way it was delivered, honestly, I really felt like getting up and being violently aggressive towards her. It was that bad. I didn't care if I went in prison. I was that depressed. I didn't care if I went in prison. I didn't care what happened to me. I still get like that sometimes, actually. I also have to deal with an overreactive imagination. Some people get an imagination now and then when they're hyperactive, but for me it's almost all the time. I mean, who thinks of a cyclist when they're going home, of a cyclist who may have a gun come out of the wheel and shoot you, and then retract and go back? That's the sort of imagination I get of the building collapsing and tumbling on me, or of a staff member having a meeting with me. Then when I get up to leave, she has long nails and grabs me and pins me to the wall with her long nails and scratches my face, slaps me across the face, injects me with some poison, and then chucks me in the water to see if I'm a witch. Speaking of witches...
But anyway, moving on from that subject.
I also believe that a staff member may be a witch. I wish I could just turn it off, but that's what I believe. In fact, she's the woman in filming.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And I can't even look at her, to be honest. Well, I'm not looking at the camera, really.
But, yeah, anyway.
I believe she's a witch because of the objects that she's wearing and the way that she looks at me and that she's got grey hair. That's my honest opinion.
Anyway, let's move away from that subject.
Here's some fun to the video. Hope you found it funny.
I don't think you will, but anyway, going on to the staff here, they're like really, really supportive, and they help you. They just support you so much, and more than, to be honest, like the LSAs here are more supportive than CAMS is, because to be honest, CAMS are. They're alright in a certain way. It's just that if you've got like ages ago, I started CAMS when I was like 11 years old or 10, and my mum tried telling them that I had learning difficulties and I was carrying Fragile X, and they were denying it all the time. They say, "Oh no, she hasn't got that," but they don't diagnose things properly, or they just trying to, they're not really that supportive. But the LSAs here are just really, really, they're supportive and they help me through stuff, and it's really good here. I love it. I don't really want to leave the end of year 11, to be honest.
My times work are really supportive. When I say supportive, I mean they're aware of the issues, but they're aware of the issues, but like I said before, I don't really have that diagnosis because they wanted to know of my past. Now, I kind of went under the radar. No one was really monitoring me. No one was really looking out for me. They didn't notice any other behaviour and things like that. So that makes the diagnosis quite difficult. Now, I want that quick fix. I want to be like, I'm not going to say normal because what is normal?
Yeah, well,
Normal
nobody
is
is normal.
subjective. No one is normal. I want to be like some full functioning society members my age. I want to be like that. I don't want to have paranoia, delusional thinking or anything else like that. I myself, I think I'm quite kind of coping in an adequate manner, considering I'm not on drugs. I don't sit at home on alcohol, I'm not in a gang or anything else like that. I'm not on a really negative spiraling path, but without that support I may even go in that negative path. That may even occur.
Should we end the video?
I think we should end the video.
Thanks for watching and see you later.